Welcome to Topic A, everyone. I'm your host, Gary Perna. This week on Topic A, I'm joined by Mayor Jeff Cusat and Police Chief Jerry Speziale. We talk about the new Hazleton, yes, the new Hazleton, and what these gentlemen are doing to make Hazleton the best place to live, work, and play. All that coming up on this special Topic A only on WYLN.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Welcome back to Topic A, everyone, and I'm here with Mayor Cusat, Chief Speziale, and we're talking about Hazleton, the new Hazleton, and you know, the show airing here following the council meeting on Hazleton on February 2nd. A 3-hour, a little over 3-hour long meeting that was packed, and the only thing I could compare this to was covering Banks Township, and I've been covering municipal governments for 5 years, and the meeting at time got tense, it got loud, you know, it was trying to be wrangled back in. At points it didn't work, but you know, the people in Hazleton came out and said they want police protection. You know, they're tired of the city being run amok, and they want something done about it, and you know, they thought if they went to council and said, you know, we want this to happen, we need more police, that, you know, that would go for it. However, learning now that we cannot raise the EIT, which we hope to, so we have now learned that we cannot do much of anything in 2016, and we have to abide by the budget that council has already prepared, and that's in place. Is that correct, Mayor?
That is correct.
So we're now to the point where we're back to square one. Now, not all hope has been lost with this, and I'm stressing that because there's still a lot of great ideas being done. There's still a lot of ways revenue is going to be coming into the city, and both of you, it's kind of when we want to sit here and talk today, is there's a lot going to be going on with the police department. There's going to be a lot going on with the city in general. So Chief, what are some of the main things that you're looking forward to now, moving forward from this point?
You know, look, first I want to just thank the public for participating, just being part of the governmental process. I think that was so encouraging to see that so many people came out to voice their opinion, whether they were for it or against it. Mm-hmm. When I wrote that letter, it was all about, you know, coming out and telling us what you want as residents, because, you know, so many times as elected officials, being a former elected official, being a chief of police, having 35 years of experience, we need to listen to the people. You know, they're the people that put us in this position, and that's what we have to do. We have to listen to them and hear what their needs are, what their concerns are, what they think and how they feel in their homes and their neighborhoods. So I want to just thank them for being there and taking part in it. The future, what does it hold? You know, we'll never give up. We'll always fight for the public. That's our job, you know, to protect and serve. So I will make sure that, you know, the men and women of Hazleton's finest will do that. We're committed to that mission. We're committed to our responsibility and obligation. So we will do that. So, you know, how do we go forward from here? I think that we have to be thinking out of the box. I think that we have to be creative and innovative in our ways and what we're going to do for the future. Look, in May, the Bureau of Justice Assistance will release the COPS grant, the COPS hiring grant. Obviously, I will write for as many cops as I can in that grant. It's been a very long time since Hazleton has received one. So that's something that, you know, there's a good outlook to say that we would have an opportunity to get funding for police officers with that COPS grant. The problem is that it comes out in May, but that award doesn't be released until October. So by the time you get your police officers, you're looking at the next budget year. So with this year, you know, we're going to have to try and increase revenues with different ordinances, work with the council to see what we can do to bring more revenue together with the mayor, and see how we can move forward. But we're not going to just, you know, put up a white flag and say we're defeated. That's not my style, and I'll never do that as a leader of a law enforcement agency.
So, Mayor, now, you know, the meeting on Tuesday, you know, what was your take on it, seeing everything that transpired now and seeing that, you know, a lot of back and forth between the council and the mayor, which is something we haven't been used to, but you know, what was your point on the meeting on Tuesday night?
Well, first, it was great to see so much involvement from the audience. It was the most people I ever seen at a council meeting. You know, everybody very passionate about the safety and the future of our city. You know, it was nice that we actually worked. I mean, we argued back and forth with council, but eventually we were able to work out some kind of an agreement on hiring, you know, enough money to hire police officers right now. Unfortunately, after some of the research was concluded today, our form of government does not allow us to move forward with the increase of EIT tax.
So, you know, it's kind of status quo. So I believe the police department is 38 officers, if I'm correct. 37 officers. You know, so is it possible? You know, is the union still looking at 12 hours, or you know, what do we do now?
You know, it's not a dead issue. It's something that the union will have to decide upon. You know, the good thing is we only have 2 people out sick. So, you know, when I first came here, we had a large contingency of people that were out, whether they were injured on duty or whatever it was that caused that. Right now, we only have 2. So that's a good thing. But with the 12-hour tours, you know, I don't know if it's going to change the dynamics of possibly having 4 or 5 cars on the road to a 12-hour tour and having 4 or 5 cars on the road. So it may equal out. So it's really something that we have to still discuss with the union. It's not a dead issue. But we do have police coverage. We will have, you know, the amount of cars out on the road, and we'll do what we have to do to make sure that we make a safer city. You know, these guys and gals work extremely hard. You know, being out there with them in that situation yesterday, their tireless efforts are just remarkable. You know, I've worked in many places in many capacities. They are talented, they're skilled, and they want to do the right thing. And, you know, when you have that drive and you have that desire and you're willing to serve the public, we can do it, and we'll make a safer city. I'm confident of that.
All right, well, I'm going to stop right there and take a short break. When we come back, what's next for the police chief and the mayor, and what are they doing to make the city a better place for all the residents and visitors? Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hold on. a second. Yeah.
Baby's coming.
Now?
Yes, now.
Call you back. Did she go to the hospital?
Yeah, just a few minutes ago.
Your wife's having the baby.
What?
The baby. Go. I got this.
You're sure?
It's what I did when I started this place.
We know what went into building your wealth. Our financial advisors put the same care into helping you craft a plan to manage it. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far.
The Beer Garage, 202 East Diamond Avenue in Hazleton. More than just beer. Coffee, all sizes, only $1. Get your lottery tickets here, too. Stop in today. The Beer Garage in Hazleton.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
We know there are thousands of people all across the country, just like us, waiting for their songs to be heard. Our mission is to hit the road, find them, and bring them into the daylight. And oh yeah, we're gonna have a blast along the way. This is the Songwriters Roadshow.
Boy, I hope I win tonight.
Why?
It's tax time, and I have to get my taxes done.
Well, why don't you try Honest Abe's tax service? The most you'll pay is $75 to $125. They say don't stress, pay less.
What's that name again?
Honest Abe's Business and Tax Service. 310 South Church Street, Hazleton, 570-861-8297.
Combined Insurance makes it easy to protect you and your loved ones by paying cash directly to you when you need it most. Whether you're looking for accident and sickness, disability, or life coverage, Combined Insurance has a policy to meet your needs and fit your budget. Call John Ravello, 570-499-0504 for an appointment to help determine the best coverage for you. That's John Ravello, 570-499-0504.
Get the entire story when it's convenient for you. And get it from WILN News. 2 daily newscasts from your #1 source for local news. WILN's Evening Edition, news at 5:30. And WILN's Late Edition, news at 10. More than just headlines. It's the whole story. In-depth reporting on hot topics and more. Plus the area's most accurate weather report from the WILN Weather Center. More news, weather, and sports twice a day. Only on WILN, we're your local network.
Topic, everyone, and let's talk now about moving the city forward. Both of you have said on the news before, you know, there's a lot of great ideas in the city, a lot of things moving, that you're looking to move the city forward. So, Mayor, what are some of the things that we're looking at putting into place for the police department, but also for the city in general, that everyday residents can use to be better informed, to inform the police department, but, you know, just have a better understanding of how the city operates?
Well, I mean, I've always said that communication is key. So everything I focused on was communication. So far, I released 2 Facebooks for Mayor Jeff Cusat, City of Hazleton. Our website is ready to go. We have a texting for tips hotline that's ready to go. The window will be open 24/7 soon, just so we can have that, you know, communication directly with the police department.
And the website's up on the screen now, as you can see, and this is going to be launched very soon, but yeah, hazletonpolice.com.
Yes.
And Chief, you know, what's so important about having a website like this that, you know, people can give tips on, they can also read the most up-to-date information about what's going on. You know, why is this important?
Well, what this does for the community is, you know, look, I'm a big person that, you know, we need to partner with the community. Partnerships and collaboration is 21st century policing. So what this allows us to do is it allows you to sign up to get alerts from us. So we can tell you what's going on. In the TIPS program, you're going to be able to see crime mapping. So you're going to know where crimes happen. It's going to allow us to have you submit tips, whether you go on the website and download the phone app from the website, or you decide to just use a regular phone and use the Text for Tips hotline, or you can do the submit a tip online. All of this is completely anonymous. We will be able to have two-way conversations with you to submit these tips and work them through to conduct investigations and make a safer city. So this is about communication. This is about two-way communication. Us communicating with you, you communicating with us. This is also to keep you informed. This is also to have online reporting. This is also to have ways to pay your fines. This is a way to make it more user-friendly for the public and the police to have that police legitimacy so that we can work together.
And again, just to stress, this is not you know, go on there and report an actual emergency. This is let's you know, you see maybe a drug deal going on, or maybe you see, you know, something
this
that
is
kind
to
of
help stop or prevent. This is to help stop or prevent a crime. That's all this is about. This is to prevent or stop a crime, not something in progress. 911 is for emergencies. This does not circumvent 911. This is to give us intelligence information. This is to tell us about what's happening in the community so that we can go out and address those issues. This is not for instant emergency use. Even if you see a drug deal going down, no. You can send us photos through this website. You can take pictures of plates. You can give us video stream. There's so many things you can do with this Text for Tips and with the online submission. So, like I said, don't use this for 911. 911 is the fastest way to get a police officer. That's what you want to use.
And kind of along this line of communication and kind of opening up City Hall, you know, Jeff, you have your hotline that people can call in and report maybe issues, problems that they may be having, something maybe with code, maybe some issues, say like we've questioned maybe about what we can and can't do. How's that been working, and you know, what has been the interest so far?
Well, that's actually a direct line to my cell phone.
Okay.
So if you call it, you're going to get me. I answer it every time that any possible time I can, I've answered it. Some people were surprised. Some people text me, I get back to them. But it's there to help you understand what's going on and what needs to be done. But I just want people to be able to reach out to me, and so far it's been working out great. I think everybody that's called me has been satisfied with my response time and everything else.
And that's a 570 High Mayor.
Correct.
I'll never forget that one. But when you were campaigning to be mayor, you said you were going to make City Hall as transparent as possible, open up the lines of communication, because it felt like there was a barrier between the administration that was running the city and the residents of Hazleton, and that barrier is slowly being broken down. And it sounds like the response is amazing, not only with your line, but the police department as well, the fire department, the code department. It's a big process being done, and it's working.
Absolutely. I think the morale around the city has improved dramatically. Everywhere you go, people have that upbeat feeling that there's a possibility that this city is going to return to its excellence. You know, so it's nice to go to work and everybody be a team. And I can't emphasize enough how great everything has gone. We went through the snowstorm, we had the drug bust, we had the arrest yesterday, and everybody works together. It's not just the police department, the fire department is there, the street department. I mean, everything we need is just, everything has come together so nicely.
And, you know, I guess we're coining you as a social media mayor because it's been Facebook, Twitter, anything that goes on, you know, you're the first one to post. So to give that transparency is amazing, because it's something that I think people in Hazleton weren't used to, but now they're seeing it. They're seeing everything happen, and we're now in a society where real time is now, and we want that information. So this is a great way, you know, in a way, a good thing, but sometimes it could always be a bad thing. But you know, for you to get the word out about the city, the snow bans, you know, no parking stuff. This was a great tool and helped us get through the last storm.
We did. We reached out to the people. I signed the contract with the Standard Speaker so we could have advertising weekly advertising in the Standard Speaker to let people know what's going on. We want to get a little bit more detailed on how the snow ban works. You know, some people say they don't understand the snow ban. They don't understand about throwing snow back into the street is illegal. Shoveling out your sidewalks, cleaning off the fire hydrants, parking on the right side of the street. We want to inform people. We're not there just to ticket them and, you know, I mean, we want you to obey our laws, but if you don't know what the laws are, we want to inform you. So that was our thing, you know, of trying to communicate in different aspects. I mean, I'm on Facebook. I do have the Twitter. We have the phone. We have the website. So now we go to the newspaper. We're trying to do as much TV as possible. Like, we really want to reach out there and make everybody feel like part of the community again.
And I know, and you know, I'm trying to have both of you on the show as many times as we can, especially with all this happening and all this great news about getting Hazleton back on track. And I think that's the main message, no matter, you know, who disagrees with anything. You're trying to move Hazleton in the right direction and get it back on track to bring business and industry and everything back to Hazleton, and that's the key point. And a big portion of that, of course, is policing and making sure that the residents and the visitors are safe when they come into the city.
Absolutely. There's no quality of life if our homes and neighborhoods aren't safe, and our children and seniors feel unprotected. You know, you can't gauge crime. The way you actually understand it is, how does someone feel in their home or their neighborhood? Now, that's the only way to really get a good understanding, is from the public. We could say that it's a safer city, we can show statistics, we can do all of those things. But if you don't feel safe in your home or in your neighborhood or in your car or in this city, then we're not accomplishing our goal. And our goal is to make sure that everyone feels safe in their homes and their neighborhoods.
Okay. All right, I'll take a short break. We'll be right back on Topic A. Stay with us.
Hello, my name is Ken Altenbach from Team Building US. As a company that is honest and passionate about others, the ultimate mission of Team Building US is to make you a success.
Team Building US provides leadership development for people just like you and me. They offer essential training needed to build successful teams and impressive leaders. Team Building US's workshops are created and developed specifically for you or your organization.
From 1 person to 1,000, Team Building US has the solution.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible, with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Hello, I'm Ann Gownley from WYLN TV. Please join us this year as the Hazleton unit of the American Cancer Society presents the 38th annual telethon On the Road to Wellness. The telethon will be held Saturday, February 27th at our new home, the Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton. WYLN will be broadcasting live from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Join us for a day filled with great entertainment. The telethon is made possible by these sponsors.
All right, welcome back to Topic A, everyone. Here, and we got about 5 minutes to the end of the show, and you know, Chief, everyone I've talked to in the community, whether they lived in Hazleton, they live around the area, they see the news, says they want you to be their police chief, and you drive a hard bargain. You are here for the people of Hazleton while you're simultaneously working in the head of Paterson, New Jersey. No nonsense, and they said that they want you to come to their community, and I think that says a lot that Mayor Cusat was able to get you here to help turn the city around. you know, you said you have 35 years of law enforcement experience, and to me, and I think a lot of people who spoke out at that council meeting the other night, you're the right person for the job. And you know, what are you most enthused about moving forward with Hazleton?
You know, in the city of Hazleton, you know, having the people come out, like I said, and it's been very, I'm humbled. I'm truly humbled and honored by, you know, the way people have accepted me. They're very outgoing. There's been an open line of communication back and forth between us. You know, they tell me the way it is, and I tell them the way it is. You know, listen, I'm a no-nonsense crime fighter. I have a passion for law enforcement. I don't do this for the money. I don't do this for anything but that passion. And when you lose that passion, it's time to get out of this job. You know, if you have that passion and you love serving people and you love fighting crime, that's just who I am. That's Jerry Speziale. You know, I love to do this. I am enthused by the fact that, you know, there is crime here. We have the same issues that Paterson, New Jersey has. There's a lot of Pattersonians here, and you're facing the same situations. So, I mean, I am someone that just loves to do this.
And I know, you know, no matter who we were talking to on the street, you know, they said that they can't believe just the way people's morale is turning around, and they're so for the police department, and you know, the show of force that came out to that meeting was just unbelievable. You know, and Mayor, that has to say a lot about the early stages of your term here. I mean, we're only almost a month into it now, that we're in the beginning of February, and you know, I think there's been so much hope placed into moving the city forward. And when the voters went out and 1,700 votes cast for you, you know, they put their hope and their faith into you to turn the city around. And you know, that's a lot weighing on your shoulders. You know, I wouldn't want to be the mayor of Hazleton or the police chief of Hazleton, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, you're making the decisions and moving the city in the right direction. What do you say to the residents out there who are watching, you know, that you're going to continue to do this for Hazleton?
Well, I mean, it was an honor to win. It's great. You know, it's great that the people have faith. You know, I always said I love the community. I never want anybody to give up, and I want them to believe in the city. I really think I built a good team of people that are also concerned. I think the workers of the city of Hazleton really committed to their job. They do a good job with what we have. We don't have a lot to offer. We, you know, our equipment is old. You know, we're at bare bones in manpower, but everybody loves the community, and I'm glad that, you know, they believe in me and they're giving me a chance to bring back the sense of community that we used to have.
There's going to be a lot of, you know, a lot of announcements being made over the next couple of months here. A lot of them dealing with revenue to bring new revenue streams into the city of Hazleton. So hopefully we can avoid raising taxes, but at the end of the day, that's always a possibility, especially when we want more police and more protection for the residents of the city. But Mayor, you said that you're going to fight night and day for this.
There's a lot of revenue sources that we could try to get. Just a matter of when they become law, when we can get them implemented, and how hard they are to, you know, get out there and be able to start bringing stuff in. Taxes are something that are never off the table. We have been running at a deficit for years now, and eventually a deficit's going to come up. You know, nobody wants to raise taxes, but if you're running $200,000 in the hole every year, you're $200 this year, you're $400 next year, the year after you're going to be $600. Like, you're always going to run, and eventually you're going to have to do something dramatic to do that, and that's what you have to try to avoid. You want to get yourself a solid base, and then know what we need. The city of Hazleton needs 2 to 3% increase every year to maintain itself with the increased cost. So, but first thing we do is we got to develop a solid base, and then keep that what we have.
All right. Well, Mayor and Chief, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
I welcome you back anytime, and hopefully we can get them on again very soon here on Topic A. Thanks for joining us, everyone. This is where the community comes to talk. We'll see you next time.